Hello guys, introduction myself. My name is Parto Kasana and my partner is Muhammad Arsi Farezi in class 3SC2. We work presentation is just about open group architecture framework or TOGAF, and let's go to presentation. First of all, slide 1. Enterprise architecture is a planning step or blueprint for organization, the content for layer of architecture to make enterprise run efficient and effective. Architecture domain science Stephen Zweig, enterprise architecture planning EIP in 109,093, and perhaps before then it has been normal to divide enterprise architecture into 4 architecture domain. Number 1, business layer, business function offering service to each other and to external entities, and data layer, business information and other valuable store data. Information system layer or application, business application offering information service to each other and to business function. Technology layer, generic hardware, network and platform application offering platform service to stakeholder and to business application. And then slide 2, a type of enterprise architecture framework. A type, consortium developed framework. Framework ARCO, Gerang, RMODP, Ideal Group, ISO 19439, TOGAF, and define introducing framework, AGATE, DNFDA, DODAF, MODAF, and NAV. Government framework, framework is ESA, AF, GI, FDEC, FARF, NORA, NEST, TARV, and open source framework, LATE, MIGAF, Frenchman, Intrax, and SABSA. Proprietary framework, ABSIPS player, AM, EAF, OBASI, EFW, SAP, EF, assessment framework, and SOMV. And then last slide, the history of enterprise architecture, years 109,018 EMB with the concept of enterprise architecture by using business system planning. And then years 1982, John Hartman used the word enterprise as synonym for business. And X6, the Prince architecture was developed by group of companies. And X7, John Jackman published paper framework for information system architecture. And 1904, the Open Group Selection TAFEM to development of TOGAF. And 2002, in the enterprise edition, TOGAF 8 shift focus from the technology architecture layer to the hackers business data and application layer. And 2003, TOGAF become the most population EI. Thank you for your attention. And then next to my partner.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arsi Farezi. I am from 3SG2. I will continue the explanation about the Open Group Architecture Framework. So what is the Open Group Architecture Framework? The Open Group Architecture Framework, or TOGAF, is a framework for an enterprise architecture that provides an approach for designing, planning, implementing, and governing an enterprise information architecture technology. There are 6 main components of the TOGAF. The first one is the architecture development method. So TOGAF has a method called the architecture development method or the ADM. It is a method for developing and managing a life cycle of an enterprise architecture in TOGAF. The second one is ADM guidelines and techniques. A set of guidelines and techniques to help and support the application of the ADM. The guidelines will help to adapt the ADM to deal with different scenarios, including different process and specific requirements. The topic that covered the ADM guidelines and techniques are iteration in ADM, architecture landscape, security architecture, architecture principles, stakeholder management, and many more. Next is architecture content framework. In architecture content framework, we'll describe the TOGAF content framework. It will describe a significant addition to TOGAF. Second one is it provides a detailed model of architecture work products. And 3, it drives for greater consistency in output of the TOGAF itself. Next is Enterprise Continuum Tools. The Enterprise Continuum Tools provides a method for classifying architecture and solution artifact, both internal and external, to architecture repository, as they evolve from generic foundation organization to organization-specific architectures. Next is the reference model. There are 2 types of reference model that provides. The first one is technical reference model, or the TRM, which means a foundation architecture which serves as a model and taxonomy of generic platform service. Number 2 is integrated information infrastructure model, which means a model for business application and infrastructure application. Next, architecture capability framework. This part discusses the organization processes, skills, roles, and responsibilities, and this is required to establish and operate an architecture practice within an enterprise. The last thing is the advantage and disadvantage to the Open Group Architecture Framework. The first advantage will be the most known enterprise architecture on the market right now. Number 2, cover a wide range of topics and provides a good overview. Number 3 is help to communicate and align with architects that are also certified, which means provides a common language. And many frameworks are so generic that they still are somehow relevant and can be used as a reference this day. Certification has positive scaling and signaling effect on the employers. TOGAF certification might be assumed as a fundamental certificate in this area and likely to be relevant in large government and organization. TOGAF has some disadvantages. Some of them has its foundation are kind of outdated since in the 90s and the 2011. There are no major change at all, and does not provide a knowledge about modern enterprise architecture topics and the best practice. TOGAF glossary and TOGAF ADM is kinda rather outdated. Market might be saturated with TOGAF certification as it's not a differential anymore. Less likely to be relevant in smaller and digitized organization, and less likely to have positive impact on the salary. So that's all from us. If there are mistaken, please forgive us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.